Hey y'all, Chuck here from Tapanong, Thailand. Hey, it is time for another question and answer.
You're my heartbeat, my silent drum that is kicking me till I'm numb. I wanna feel the love that James Brown did when he got standing ovations on his gig. I wanna feel free like a bird in the sky when he opened his wings to fly on by to the beat of my silent drum that is kicking me till I'm numb.
I've got quite a few questions this week. That's good, makes me happy. I had a lot of questions on Facebook the last couple weeks and on my Gmail account. So a lot of the ones I get on Google are pretty personal and kind of long. So I hope I got your questions answered for you, and I appreciate that. So anyway, I've got a lot. I'm on top of them though. Haven't been on any trip, so I'm able to stay on top of most. There's a couple that I'm gonna miss here, but I'll try to get to them next week. So if I just plain forgot this time and you realize that I forgot, just ask me again, and I apologize about that. But anyway, let's get started. First question is by Robert McGarrett, I think. I'm sorry, Robert McGarrett. I'm in Koh Lanta Island, and they are widening the main road and adding new drains also. It rained quite a bit in the last 2 weeks, so it's been a bit of a muddy mess. Seriously, 1,000 baht for each tattoo? Monks must be doing them, yeah. Yeah, Robert's talking about, I've been saying there's a lot of road construction going on in Thailand, everywhere in Thailand, and they're widening the roads and they're fixing water drainage, and they're trying to get on, I think, on top of their drainage concern. Driving in Thailand is very dangerous. What I have noticed is, it gets really hot, so the asphalt shifts when they have these gigantic overloaded trucks driving on them. So I think that the base is not really good. So you can see now when they're adding new road that they're making a very good base for the asphalt. So I think they're finally doing something out of their norm. So yeah, the tattoo that I got on my back, which the Hanuman, cost me 1,000 baht. Pretty happy about that advertisement. The one I got here, I've had 8 hours worth of work done to it so far, and I have another 4 hours to go. So far I've paid about 2,000 baht for it. I think when it's all said and done, it's probably going to be about 4,000 baht. So I'll show it to you. It's not done, but it hurts. He had to go pretty deep for the color, but he still has a lot of outlining to do, and I'll show it to you when I'm finished with it. But I like it. I really like it. So I'm kind of into art, and I really like the tattoo. So, but it's not done yet. That's Billy, Paige's brother.
Who's that?
That's YouTube.
Oh, YouTube channel.
I do a weekly question and answer update for everybody. I have these are my questions for the week. So I have a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty smart. Maybe he should stick around and help me answer. Okay, next question is by Roger. Another great video. Sorry, I think I had food in my mouth. I just had some leftover lat moo. Sorry. Another great video. Thank you, Roger. not sure you talked about this before, but what brought Paige to the U.S. before she met you, and how long was she there? I've answered this a lot, but I've had quite a few people ask me again recently, and I know it's because I just had a big jump in subscribers, and I've got quite a bit more viewers now. So, and I don't remember the videos to refer you to the link. So let me just answer the question again. She moved, her and her brother moved to moved to America when Paige was 15 and her brother was 11. She had a choice. See, they have to start actually paying for school here when they get in their upper grades. Let's just call it like high school. They wanted her to get, and her brother to get, a better education. So they had to decide between going to Bangkok or going to the United States. Now, why the United States is because they had family living over there, and they were going to go stay there. So Paige decided, and her brother decided, that that's what they wanted to do. So she courageously, her and her brother left to go to America, not knowing how to speak English at all. She learned how to get by after about a year, her and her brother. And yeah, they went to high school, and Paige got a couple of different two college degrees. And I met Paige when she was 30 years old. So, but she had already been married once before and already was a legal citizen of the United States before me and Paige got married. But she was married to a Thai guy whose family lived in America, and he was an American citizen, and she got her citizenship through, when they got married. But anyway, it didn't work out because apparently he was lazy. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question. Next, Brian H. That was really interesting, Chuck. I don't remember, but thank you. Amazing that the temple is able to do that. Must be loaded. Oh, you're talking about the development of the street in front of the temple. It would be nice if, while they are doing all that, if they fixed up the accessibility as well. There is most likely some wheelchair people in the district somewhere. It would also be nice if they rebuilt with a more traditional Thai appearance as well. But that's unlikely. Brian, I don't know if you've watched some of my videos and maybe you didn't see any wheelchair accessibility. I'm not sure why you would say that would be unlikely, but they actually have pretty good access in the temple for people in wheelchairs. They have it all around four corners of the temple. I think every temple that I've ever went to in Thailand has some way for the handicapped to get up there. Now, the ones that have all the stairs, except for ones that are up in the mountain, I guess it's just not going to happen for them. But the ones that usually have a lot of stairs will have a back road access to get up there, because they do care about their handicap as well. So, but as far as being rebuilt with the more traditional Thai appearance, the houses in front of the street. That's what she flew to Nakhon Phanom in? Mm-hmm. Her friend had to fly to Nakhon Phanom from Bangkok?
Yeah.
And she had to take a...
Yeah,
this is a... from... FedEx, yeah. Her friend had to take that plane. I guess they were overbooked, and they had to take a FedEx plane to Nakhon Phanom. Is that funny or what?
Yeah.
I guess they had seats in there.
I guess so.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure that the houses that they're rebuilding on the Temple Street are going to be traditional style Thai homes. I don't see them going outside of the norm and doing anything Western or European. It isn't going to be the old-fashioned wooden home for sure, but I can't imagine them doing something out of the realm of Thai tradition. To me, that's unlikely. Graham, great pictures. I have a lot of questions, so hopefully I don't get more interruptions. Graham, great pictures. I have a question about marriage visas. What happens if wife passes away or divorces you? Hope not. Does that mean you're stuffed and have to leave the country as you are under retirement age? If you're 50, maybe you can change visas. I think in other case, if you own a house with a wife and she passes away, you have a year to sell your house, as non-Thais can't own land 100%. Okay. If your wife leaves you or your wife dies and you're on a marriage visa, yeah, there's no way to renew that visa. So yeah, you've got until your visa expires to figure that out, figure out what to do. I guess here's the short answer for that. It'd be sad if your wife died, which can easily happen in Thailand the way people drive around here. But if you're over 50, yeah, you can easily change it as long as you have the money. You can change it to a retirement visa. But you either leave Thailand or there are so many. I would say, as far as the ratio of married Thai women to unmarried Thai women, I would say probably there's I'm going to say like 90% of the Thai women here are not married. Just about every woman that I've encountered here has a kid and not married. It's crazy. Now the older generation seems to be married, but you just find you a new wife. I think if you're under the age of 50, if you really love Thailand, I think it can be done real easy in Thailand. But yeah, other than that, you're going to have to leave. There's no pity on, well, your wife died. I'm sure that's a sad thing, but they're not going to give you a special visa for that, a special marriage visa for that. Bruce Nolan, I see you have gone through different glasses. Yeah. So I was wondering the cost of specs in Thailand. I just got a pair of glasses in the United States, and they would have been $900. But after insurance and senior discount, they came to $550. And to me, $550 is still out of sight. Anyway, just wondering how much yours cost. Thanks for your help. $550 doesn't seem like a big discount for insurance anyway. But these aren't. I went and got my eyes tested a couple months back. My mother-in-law needed to get a new pair of glasses, and I decided to get my eyes checked. So I could have bought the prescription. I'm glad I didn't, because my eyes were tested at like $250, and that's if I'm reading a book like this. And because I bought some cheap 250s. But if I hold it back here, I can't see nothing. Now these are 175s, and they're just 100 baht glasses. And the ones that they were trying to sell me were, I think about 4,000 baht. So anyway, I'm not very good with glasses. If I don't lose them, I'm breaking them. And I would be upset if I broke an expensive pair of reading glasses. So to answer your question, my mother-in-law has prescription glasses. Her eyes are bad. She spent, it was 2,000 baht for the prescription lenses, And the frames cost her 5,000 baht. So 7,000 baht in total. So that is, let me see, I gotta get my calculator. So that is 215 US dollars for a pair of expensive glasses here in Thailand. So it just depends on how bad. But you can get LASIK here done like really, really cheap if you wanted to do that. Relaxing, freedom, friends, and passions. Says, flies can love your cologne fragrance you wear. It happens to me often. He's talking about, I was complaining about how there's a lot of flies in Thailand. I don't wear cologne. I don't know why I would in Thailand. And the deodorant that I wear, I don't know, maybe. I think what it is really is it's just the flies bother me. I see flies flying around everybody else too, but it just really bothers me the most. Hello. Coming up.
You need to use a mouse.
Huh?
Mouse.
A mouse?
Yeah.
I have this.
Oh.
Or you can give me yours.
Okay.
I need it backed up. Yeah, it's battery. Anyway, her brother needs a mouse. Where was I? Anyway, I think the flies just really bother me. You also said, by the way, how did you learn Thai language? Did it happen with living there, or did you take lessons? I often talk about my school here in Thap Phnom. I actually have been living in Thailand for 1 year, been married to a Thai lady for 10 years, been with her for 10 years. I learned I had a vocabulary of about 70 words before I came here. But I started going to school, I think the total, because we make a lot of trips, and I've had to break from school, I think my total's been about 4 months of school. So anyway, I learned Thai from going to school and living in an area where everybody speaks Thai. So I've been forced to have to learn because I don't want to sit around and talk to Paige all day because I get on her nerves. So how did I do it? I went to school and I learned the alphabet. That like pole vaulted me to really learning how to speak Thai very efficiently was this.
Yeah.
Being able to read, being able to write in Thai. So once I actually learned the alphabet in like 2.5 weeks. And once you learn the alphabet, it makes it very easy to remember the word, and it makes it easier to pronounce. Now, that doesn't make it easy to have the accent, but kill mosquitoes. There's a lot of mosquitoes. There's more mosquitoes than flies right now. When the temperature gets cold, the mosquitoes are crazy here. So anyway, learn the alphabet. What I do is I have a little dry eraser board, and I write down a few words until I can remember them, and then I'll change it up into something else. But I'm constantly driving around. Hang on. Yeah, thank you. I'm constantly driving around talking to people and reading stuff all day long, so it's a lot easier when you're submerged in the atmosphere and the culture. And yeah, thank you. Anyway, where am I? I'm gonna forget somebody here. Tom Twin Spear. Hi, Chuck and Paige. I look forward to all your videos. I look forward to all your videos, not a bad one in the bunch. Thank you, Tom, very much. I appreciate all your wonderful comments too, by the way. Thank you. Chuck, I hope you can answer this question without a Q&A. I know. I know, it's okay. You know, I know a lot of you guys have Thai wives. Does your wife aggravate the shit out of you, or is it just mine?
I'm not helping. Guido.
She loves to pick. Pick, 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 pick. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. I know you have a life. Yeah. A very good one. Thank you. You said in this video that you're here to live, not stay. Could you please give me a quick response on this? Yeah, let me read to you what I wrote to him. I replied back to him. Only reason why I'm telling you this because I had somebody else ask me kind of the same question. I said in my home country, the United States, I was living a life basically how society dictates me to live. Dictates me to be successful, to be productive, to be comfortable. All these things really just set you up for a fake sense of fulfillment. It's a never-ending cycle. At the end of our lives, I don't want to be the guy with all of these things, a pile of money, all these accomplishments, because I know at the end I'll be thinking that the only thing that I really want is to live. So I can imagine in my last breath that all I really want in life is to live. So right now, I'm going to tell you that today and every day, I'm only going to do the things that I want to do and not what anybody expects me to do. And I'm going to live my life every day. And I can easily do that here in Thailand. I can do it back in America, but I'm limited to the things that I really want to do. It's expensive for one, and I really don't want to live off of the grid. I really enjoyed living in a travel trailer and driving around the United States, but me and Paige did that for 7 months, and I think I still spent like $12,000 or $15,000 doing that. It's not like super cheap, but it was pretty fun. I imagine there's a lot of ways you can do something like that cheaper than what we did, but I really enjoy Thailand, and I think I can live the life that I want to live. So anyway, I gave you a link to the longer answer of that question, which if you haven't watched, it pretty much explains in detail where I was at in my life that made me want to come live in Thailand, why I decided to live in Thailand, and how I did it. So you can watch that video. Darren Shields, hey Chuck, love your videos and hope. Did you get them all, Ben? Did you get them?
No.
Love your videos and hope. Good. Darren Shields, hey Chuck. Love your videos and hope good things for you and your family. Thank you very much. Can a foreigner become a permanent resident in Thailand? It seems that getting a retirement or marriage visa always makes a person's status in Thailand up in the air. If you get sick and miss one of your visa appointments, you can be booted out from the country. Well, no, you can't get booted out of the country. They're not going to kick you out, but they will give you a penalty. They can give you a penalty for being late. You've got like a week before and a week after, you know, that you can go. Probably can go up to 2 weeks to check in. Yeah, her aunt, who's here on a retirement visa, forgot to check in for a whole year. And how much did they charge her? 24,000? 2,400 baht. It was just a random number, I think. But No, she didn't get kicked out. She's still here. But yeah, they won't kick you out for that, but you need to show up. There's all kinds of ways to check in to immigrate. You can check in immigration anywhere in Thailand, but you can go online and look at, get information before you come on how to check in and where to check in and all that. They actually, I don't know now because things change so much, but they were giving 100 permanent residents a year away. Now, to become a permanent resident in Thailand is very, very difficult, especially for a Salam like me. I would say it's easier for Chinese people, Koreans, stuff like that. So, but you're gonna have to.
Thank you.
Love you too. You're gonna have to do a lot of things. You gotta speak Thai. You gotta know the national anthem. Basically, you've got to be something positive for the country. It's easy. It's not that big of a deal on the visa stuff. It really isn't. I think we just like to know exactly in written form how it's supposed to be. So where I come from in America, it changes all the time too. But with us, like if we want to go get a passport, we can go online to the post office website and look and see what they need, what's required to bring, and then it's usually that's the way it is. In Thailand, it sometimes is different. Sometimes they may ask you for, but it's not like we can go online here and look and see what it says in Thai. But when you get there, it might be different. So it's okay. Just need to have a little patience when you're here. You've got nowhere to go anyway, right? It's not like you're, you're just going to have to learn to be sabai here, and just know that it's the way it is in Thailand. It might change. But that's why I go to my this year I went to the same immigration office to check in every 90 days so I can get to know them and they can get to know me, and I will be limited on my problems. So I asked them before, this was my last check-in before my renewal, what do I need to bring? And he gave me the list and told me what I needed to try to make it easier for me the next time. So let's see. Tom Twin Spear. Hi Chuck, do you know how many active military bases the U.S. currently has in Thailand? I know the U.S. holds Thailand in great regards, and they are our greatest allies in the region. I looked it up on Wikipedia. They say 7, but they go on to say that was between 1961 and 75. I know that Thailand was instrumental in the Vietnam conflict, but I was just wondering if there have been any increase in activities at the, you said activate, but I think you meant activities at the bases with all the rocket launches out of North Korea. There are no active United States military bases here in Thailand. There is no other military other than Thai here. All the bases that were here are occupied by Thai military, or they've been converted into something else, like the base in the Phnom is just an airport. There is no need for any military troops here other than Thai troops. One thing I do love about Thailand is they're pretty neutral on a lot of things. They don't stick their nose into everybody else's business. So Thailand has been a sovereign nation forever. It's never been occupied by anybody. They're very smart about being neutral. I think as far as them being their #1 ally in the region, I don't think that's true. I think in this region, in the Southeast Asia region, would be the Philippines, would be more of an ally to the United States. But I think as far as Asia goes, it would be Japan would be the #1 ally for America. And then I think it would probably be like South Korea. Then you have Philippines, even China. China is still our ally. China did help us a lot during World War II, and I believe they still are our written ally today. But Thailand itself is, I think they just used Thailand as it was a great place to set up shop. I'll just say that for the U.S. troops during the Vietnam War. And the Thai people did assist a lot in accommodating that for us during that war. But after 1975, they signed everything over to the Thai people. And I know there's a lot of people that watch my channel that were stationed in these places, and I know you probably got more information. You were there than something that I can read from Wikipedia or anything like that. So if you guys have any input on that to help me out, I'd appreciate that. But there are no active U.S. or foreign bases here in Thailand other than Thai bases. You also asked, Tom, Chuck's Boot Camp, a home will learn English or be in great shape. Yeah, or both. Chuck, you have some very attractive ladies in your town that speak English very well. Is your Thai teacher married? Is the hat lady married? And did I fix my brakes on my bike? The hat lady, I didn't ask her if she's married. If I had to guess, I would say no, she's not married. I don't think she's married. My teacher is married to a Thai man, and her daughter is not married, has a boyfriend, not married. And yeah, I ordered the hydraulic brake assembly for my bike, and I'm waiting for it. It's coming from Singapore. Kevin P. surprised that it got down to 50 degrees. It got down a little less than that, actually. Is that out of the norm in your area? And it looks like since everyone was wearing jackets in the house does not have a heating system. It got down to 9. Here it got down to 9 degrees Celsius. Just a little bit west of here got down to 7 degrees Celsius. Last year it was nothing like this. The year before that was freezing in Thailand. I got a lot of people making fun of me about the cold, but here's the thing, I'm not used to it anymore. It's hot as hell in Thailand, so the wind's blowing, and yeah, it may be 11 or 9 degrees, but the wind right here on the river is blowing, and our house is not insulated. It's wide open. There is no heating system. The only heat we have is a hot water heater in the bathroom. They don't even have, I don't have heater in my truck, in my Toyota, you know. Brand new 2 million baht Toyota doesn't come with a heater in Thailand. It's not necessary. So we're just not prepared for it. This time of year, a lot of elderly people die. You can imagine that you've seen some of the wooden houses in my neighborhood. They don't have any, the only thing that's protecting them from the outside is a piece of wood. So they die and they get older. But it's cold. For Thailand, it's cold. Let's see. Traveler, hi Chuck. What would you estimate the cost of rent on a furnished house for 3 or 4 months in Top Hanoi, close to the river? I had a couple of people ask me about housing in our area, that they want to come stay here for a little while, maybe a year. So I did some research today. I got on my bicycle and I rode around and I spoke to some people and tried to get the best answer as humanly possible with my tying and their tying. There's a lot of options. This town is just like any province in Thailand. They're all basically the same. There's always a place to stay pretty cheap. But I went back into the back of our town. There's an apartment complex. I wanted to go inside. The guy didn't want me to video the inside, but the inside is very nice. It's just it's kind of like a hotel. It has a bed in there, and it has a place to hang your clothes and a bathroom and air conditioned, but it's like a little efficiency apartment and really nice. And he wanted 3,000 baht a month. I tried to ask him long term, like for a year, to pay for a year, but I couldn't get it to him what I was trying to say. And anyway, here's a problem that in Thailand, when you're trying to negotiate or look at something, they're really expecting you to buy this or that you're interested. Or if I say I've got a friend coming, they're going to be like, where's your friend? Where's her friend? And I don't want to lose face with these people by being a kind of a flaky guy that goes around asking a bunch of questions. So I have to be careful on this scenario. So, but he said 3,000 baht a month, which is very cheap. It's not on the river, but there's a lot of places. There's a lot of homestay, a lot of long stays. There's a lot of hotels that you can stay long term. There's a lot of options here in Thailand, everywhere on housing. Now there's a couple of brand new built unit. They're building these units everywhere. They run around 3 million baht to buy. There's one right here on the river. It's been here for a while. I think this unit's probably about 5 years old, but they want 3.5 million baht for this. Now these, I can't just call them up and say, hey, come over here and I want to look at them. It's not going to work. So, but those aren't for rent, but they are nice if you wanted to buy them. And all these other ones are on the river. You're going to pay roughly about 15,000 baht to stay in one of these long stay furnished places. They'll come make your bed, change all your stuff out for you like that. That's too much when you can live off of the river and spend a lot less. Now, I don't recommend staying on the river because it's really loud. At night, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of activities going on during the week. At night, it's best to just get a bicycle and live off of the river, and you can spend as much time as you want there during the day. I wouldn't recommend, other than it being really nice breeze and beautiful sunrise. It's very loud there, but if that's really what you want, I found a little place. Doesn't have I couldn't get access into it, but it's like a little efficiency. The guy only wants I think he said 3,200 baht a month for this little apartment on the river. But here's my suggestion. I talked to my teacher. She's got a friend that has a house for rent that has land, a lot of land with it. It's furnished. She said she would rent it out on a pretty good price. My suggestion to if you're coming to Thailand anywhere, is to go there and visit the place, stay there for a month or two, make sure you like it first, and then decide where you want to go. So my suggestion is if Tapanam is where you want to come for 4, 5, 6 months, a year, come. We'll get you a place to stay for a couple weeks, up to a month. And my teacher, Kru Mao, will take you to the places that you're interested in and help you negotiate a price and get you squared away. She speaks very good English. but you need to pay her time, or any, you would have to pay her time to do that, which wouldn't be a whole lot of money, but give her some money and she'll get you a deal. You don't want to try to navigate this on your own. So, but anyway, I hope all that helps you. Anywhere in Thailand, I think you just need to go and spend some time there and do some investigating. Try to find a Thai person that you can trust, and maybe let that person be your liaison to try to help you out and find a place. Budbar52 asked, Chuck and Paige, love your vlogs, thank you. I have a question one of your vlogs raised. You were out early cruising on your bike in the park and came across a bunch of Thai men. This is an old video. You said they were in a bicycle riding club. Yeah. They offered you a beer and said normally you wouldn't drink that early, but it would be an insult not to accept. As a non-drinker, what does one do to not insult but to maintain one's own value? That's a very good question. Robert, your name is Robert. You know, typically when Thai people offer you food or offer you drinks, you know, you should out of respect, but it's okay. I've had people offer me Lao Khao. I'm not drinking that crap. I've had people just almost on a daily basis offer me food while I'm exercising, riding my bike, and it's not something that I want at the time. So you just gotta be polite, just like you would be anywhere in the world. If you don't speak Thai, just maybe, no, I don't drink beer, it makes me sick or something, you know. Just don't say, no, I don't want it, you know. You give them a reason why you don't like it, but no, if you don't drink, you don't drink. You're not gonna be forced to do something, and you're not gonna lose face. It just depends on how you I guess how you say no. You know, if you just say no and walk away, you know, then you might insult somebody anywhere. Aussie Crypto, hey Chuck, just came back to this video. Great to see you on day one. Oh, you looked at one of my first videos here. I touched on getting sick. That's really my only concern. Does your body adapt after a while there, or it's just something us Westerners have to just deal with, getting real sick because of food poisoning? I think it's just a lot of active amount of bacteria in the food here that our bodies are not used to. My suggestion is to bring active charcoal. You can look it up on the internet. Bring active charcoal, and that may not save you from getting sick or food poisoning. If that's what you can call it, food poisoning, but it does help a lot. I think for me it was, I had a lot of jet lag coming over here, not enough sleep, and my body was weak. And then I ate food that just I didn't normally eat, and the food had probably been sitting out for a while, and my body just couldn't handle it. So I get sick, and this happened every time I came to Thailand when I was visiting Thailand. But I don't get sick anymore. I mean, if I eat cow placenta, I'll get sick. But my body has adapted, and I think I've got a pretty good mix of I've got a lot of good bacteria in my system now. It works for me. I feel healthier now than I've ever been in my entire life, and I don't work, so I have plenty of time to eat and enjoy life and be healthy. So I eat a lot, but I am very active. But the food here is, I just had a pretty good sized dinner, and I'm hungry again after like an hour. So I'm not going to eat, but I'm just saying that the food doesn't stick to you. But you'll be fine with the food. I mean, if you get sick, it sucks being sick and having to stay in your hotel for a day or two. I don't think there's anything you can take. I think you just need to be careful when you're eating street food and make sure that it's cooked. The best advice I can give to you is pork. I would just try to stay away from pork outside of the normal breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which means like I wouldn't go get something at 3 o'clock in the afternoon from the market that may have been sitting all day outside. So I don't know. It's tough on that, but you adapt and you get used to it. I mean, our bodies aren't any different than Thai people. Thai people eat the craziest crap. I've showed you on my videos the crazy food that they eat. So, yeah, you can adapt to this, and the food here is actually extremely healthy. So that's it, guys. That's all I got this week. I appreciate all the questions. I hope I answered them good enough for you. If you feel like I didn't answer it good enough, ask me again. I'll try to get you a better answer than what I gave you. But in Thailand, it's hard to give specifics. It's hard to give facts. Facts change here in Thailand quite a bit. So I just, I don't want to give you an answer from the internet. But a lot of this stuff you can research yourself and find. But I do enjoy answering them for you. And please keep the questions coming. I got a update coming here in the next couple days before we go to Karat. I'm going to update you on what's going on our up and coming week. And we're going to have a great day tomorrow, and Sunday is Christmas Eve. We're going to have a pretty awesome dinner and an awesome time. So, and then I think Monday we're going to Karat. So I have a lot more videos coming other than me just talking. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you do like the videos, don't forget to hit like. And if you want to share them, I appreciate that too. So yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye.